When you're rejected, or if you feel rejected, whether or not you were, or if you feel that you wanted something that you felt that you deserved that you didn't get, or if you felt overlooked, any of those feelings, you're actually leveling up. You're actually being called to higher your standards. Because what happens is, if somebody rejects you, or if you're rejected by an opportunity, it wasn't meant for you. And not necessarily that it'll never be meant for you, because it might, but energetically you're not a match to that opportunity or to that person. I don't know, maybe they're not good enough for you. Maybe it's not what you truly want. If you were to get really honest with yourself, or maybe you have work to do before you can get there. Maybe you don't want that quite yet. Like, in terms of, I have friends that are this way. I'm not really like this, but I mean, maybe like with a relationship, you feel like you really want one, but you aren't actually willing to give. And so you don't actually want that person now, even if you think you do, because you wouldn't be willing to give what it would take to even be happy. And so you would much rather not have it. Like, deep down, you would much rather not have it, because then you can work on yourself so that you can become the person. Whenever it comes, that means that you're the person that is able to handle that. Or maybe, like, for example, something that happened in my life. I wanted to be a vocal performance major, and I wanted to do music like my entire life. And then I didn't get into the college that I wanted to, that would have been like a better music school to help me with that. But if I would have gotten to that school, I would have been doing music professionally, and I would have been doing that. I never would have known I would have never even explored my brain. I would have never explored who I am intellectually. I would have just only focused on singing and people. I would not be as smart as I am now if I would have continued to do that. And it wasn't, I don't think that me doing music would have been what I actually wanted. Whenever I was rejected from my dream school, I know that I was good enough that I could have gotten in. I know that I'm good enough that I could be doing music professionally right now. But it wasn't what I wanted, but I wasn't honest with myself, and that's not a bad thing, but I just didn't know. I didn't know that I was about to be leveled up. And every single time in my life where a person has rejected me, or a situation or an opportunity has not worked out, it has been replaced with an opportunity to level up. Because a lot of what happens is that we get stuck. We sometimes don't take the opportunity to level up, and we still think about that person or that thing. You might not even feel like you're stuck in the past. You might be feeling like it is being stuck in the past. You might feel like it's not, though, because you might feel like you're thinking about, oh, well, we could work out someday, or maybe I'll just figure out what I did wrong on that audition or on that job interview so that it won't happen again. But I think that it's better, and I'm trying to adopt this philosophy myself. It's still hard for me, but I think that the way it really is we're stepping up on a bunch of different staircases through life, and we make stops with different people and things and places, but you have to keep going on your route. Some people will be there with you and some people won't. And this isn't a pride thing. This isn't like an I'm better than you or I'm better than this situation thing. This is just moving to the people and the things that serve you best and are the best energetic match for you and the best flavor that fits your soul. And that won't be possible if you're stuck on something that is not a match for you currently. Things might be, you might be right. Maybe deep down that person or that thing is meant for you, but it's not quite meant for you now because you have work to do before you get it. But it doesn't matter if it's meant for you later. If it's not meant for you later, it doesn't matter if you're lying to yourself if you're not. The truth is that if it's not there, it's not meant for you now. It's pretty damn simple. If the person's not in your life, then they are not meant for you now. They're not an energetic match for you. And if you know the law of attraction, you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't like the law of attraction, you don't get down with that idea, then just think of it simply. I don't even need to go into that. But if something is not literally in your life right now, then it's not what you need. And everything in life is forming you to become the person that will attract the people that you want, the opportunities that you want. And let's be honest, guys. A lot of you guys are really into personality type, and a lot of you too are, or a lot of the people that probably watch my videos are probably as obsessive as I am about trying to understand life or trying to understand who I am. Like, I know. I see you. I see you overthinking right now. I know I am. But we don't know ourselves as much as we think we do. Even if you know that you're an ENTP or an INFP or an INTJ, or even if you know your astrology chart, you really don't know yourself as much. So sit with that and be humbled with that. Because we don't know ourselves as much as we think. I thought music was the only thing that I'd be passionate about, and it's not. There's been several relationships where I thought that they'd be the only person that I ever loved. And I'm finding time and time again, especially the last few weeks, that those things are limitless. When your heart feels passionate, that will never have to stop. There is a million different opportunities and people out there for you. But if I know how hard it is to get stuck on an opportunity or a person that seems like it's it. But if they cannot meet you where you're at, and if they can't continue going where you're going, then you are being asked to level up and find people and things that serve you even better than what they did. And this isn't a I'm better than you thing, because the people that don't serve you or you're leveling up from, they probably don't want you, or that your needs won't. It's like square peg in a round hole. You have to feel, or you should, I don't like to say you have to, but one ought to want to feel like they're in the flow of life. They're attracting things just come their way, living life with ease. And that's, oh my gosh, easier said than done, because I am not a very easygoing person typically. But that's the goal, isn't it? Trying to live life with ease. Trying to accept what is. Trying to not force situations. That's the goal, isn't it? And when you feel rejected or sad, or if you feel like this isn't fair, I've worked so hard, and why is this not happening to me? Why are these things not coming to fruition? Like, you just have to let it go and accept that you are being leveled up to something better. I think that a lot of the reason why people even feel rejected or feel disenchanted is because they don't think there is anything better, because they haven't seen it before. But you have to realize that the lessons that you're learning right now are exactly what you need to know before you can even be that person that you want to be. Because let's be honest. Look at yourself in the eye and say, I am not the person that I want to be. Why? Like that shouldn't be scary. Because don't you want to grow? Don't you have goals that you have not met? Don't you have relationships that you do not have? Because if you aren't the person right now that, or else you'd already have it. So if you don't have it, then you're not the person right now. You can't blame anything else. You really can't. So I hope this helps. This helped me to say it out loud because this is something that I'm dealing with. But be honest with yourself and humble yourself. And this kind of goes hand in hand with the other video I made a few days ago about self-righteousness. Humble yourself. Be honest with the fact that you don't know what it is you want and you aren't there yet, or else you'd be there. But that's the fun of it. So, thanks for listening.